One of the first videos I made to put on YouTube was the making of a backpack, kind of stuff sack style backpack. And, well, yeah, it lasted for a while. I used this for a little while, but the seam design probably wasn't the best, especially for the fabric that I chose. And as I said in that video, I don't really know what I'm doing, so, you know, you get what you get. But having gotten some use out of this, I decided that I should make another one and maybe put a little bit more thought into it. And this is what I came up with. I consider this a prototype version 2.0. There's still a lot of improvements that I want to make and some things that I kind of added as afterthoughts that I'd like to incorporate into the design more. But I thought I'd give you a look at it. I don't have any footage of the actual making of the pack. I just kind of made this for myself. Actually, a year and a half or 2 years ago. I've been carrying it nearly every day ever since, and it's held up really, really well. So let's take a look. So the bag is made out of a combination of digital camo cotton that I bought at a fabric store, and then this black ballistic nylon that actually was a duffel bag that I bought at a yard sale for like $5. And from that duffel bag, I took all of the black nylon that you see, the straps, the buckles, the zippers, the D-rings and their straps on the suspension mounting points. I think that's all I took off of it. Another salvage part is the these loops that the compression straps go through. These are actually from a pair of pants that I cut off and made those with. And then the inside is lined with a yellow nylon, again just from the regular fabric store. And that's just to provide better visibility when I'm digging around inside for items in the bag. The back panel and the bottom have a foam, half-inch green foam, also from a fabric store, sandwiched in between the exterior fabric and the yellow nylon that's on the inside, just to give it a little bit of cushion and make it a little bit more comfortable to carry. The strap is made of the same camouflage fabric, and then a material called 3D mesh. I had to order that online, and there's not really a whole lot of padding in it. You can put additional padding in this. I did not, for reasons that I don't recall at the moment, but for the purposes for which I use this bag, it's enough padding. But if I were going to be slogging this thing through airports with a bunch of stuff in it, I would probably want more padding. As I did on the stuff sack style backpack that I made previously, I decided to go with a single shoulder strap rather than two, for the same reasons that generally when I'm just grabbing this to go somewhere, I'm going to sling it over one shoulder and go about my day. I'm not, going to be hiking through the back country with it. However, I have considered making another two-strap system that will attach. This is all modular, so I can disconnect this strap and put a different strap on. So I may do that if I ever find it necessary. This strap is arranged sort of messenger bag style. This is something I'm kind of happy with, actually. So if I'm just walking out to the car, from my house, then I can just sling it over. I don't need to do anything else. At work, I have a slightly longer walk to the car. If I feel the need, I can stabilize it with the stabilizer strap, and it's easy on and off. That works out really well. And then if I'm going to be walking for some distance, I can go over the shoulder and attach the stabilizer strap, and this is actually really stable. As I said, the zipper came off of a pretty expensive originally duffel bag that I bought at a yard sale. It's a nice high quality YKK zipper, so it opens and closes nice and smoothly. I strongly recommend, if you're going to take the time to sew zippers into a project, get good zippers. So I mentioned there were some improvements that I wanted to make. One of them is, after I had this thing all put together, I thought, a pocket in the lid would be kind of convenient for smaller items. So I actually hand stitched, which I'm not fond of, but I hand stitched this in, and you can see it's pretty atrocious, but it does the job. and I keep loose change and contact lenses and things like that in there. If I had to do it again, I would make it the full width of this lid. Speaking of the lid, another thing I don't really like is how, well, toilet seat looking it is, frankly. Just a little too elongated, and if I don't have a lot of stuff in the bag, it just kind of droops. So it's kind of shapeless, but it's a prototype. Additionally, I added the side pockets also as an afterthought. Really, these should be sewn on before the bag is all sewn together. So this side panel, before it was joined with the back panel, I would have sewn this on a lot earlier in the process, and that would have made it easier. So these are also hand stitched on. Anyway, I hope that gives you some inspiration on maybe taking on a slightly more complicated project. If you have any questions or comments, post them to the comments section below. And if you're not a subscriber, think about subscribing. Thanks for watching. And if you're not already a subscriber, how about subscribing? I do this crap all the time. Still got a lot of improvement to be made. God. This is a backpack I made and it sucked.